네, 안녕하세요 여러분. 블록스트리트 TV 채널 최준 팀장입니다. 여러분, 제가 그동안 헤데라해시그래프에 대해서 여러분들께 알기 쉽게 쭉 설명을 해드렸었던 것 기억하십니까? 오늘 정말 역사적인 그런 순간입니다. 특히 저에게 있어서는 여러분들에게 그동안 자료로서만 헤데라해시그래프에 대해서 설명해 드렸는데, 여러분, 제가 오늘 헤데라해시그래프의 창립자이자 그리고 스월즈, 현재 스월즈의 CEO로 계시는 우리 맨스 하몬 박사님, 그리고 창립자분을 모시고 왔습니다. 네. 여러분, 정말 여러분들이 그동안 저에게 헤데라해시그래프 어떻게 갈 것이냐, 그리고 많은 여러분들 포함해서 많은 한국 사람들이 헤데라해시그래프에 대해서 사실 잘 알지 못하는 것이 오늘날의 우리들의 상황이라고 할 수 있죠. 그래서 오늘 제가 직접 맨스 하몬 박사님 그리고 창립자분을 이렇게 모셔서 여러분들이 또 궁금하신, 또 그리고 저도 개인적으로 궁금할 그럴 몇 가지 질문들을 모아봤습니다. 그래서 맨스 박사님께서 한국말을 못하시니까 이제부터는 제가 영어로 얘기를 하고 자막을 다 처리해 드리도록 하겠습니다. Okay, hello, Mance Harmon.
Hello.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So, could you introduce yourself to Korean people?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. I'm Mance Harmon. Hello. I am the co-founder of Hedera. And my business partner, Lehman Baird, Dr. Lehman Baird, is the inventor of Hashgraph. We started Hedera, the global public platform that uses Hashgraph, in 2017. And I'm very glad to be back here in Korea.
Okay, thank you. Actually, I used to study about Hede라해시그래프 a long time. Yeah, and I just realized only few people, Korean people, knows about the technology because it's very high level.
Yeah.
I want to ask, how can you define metaverse? And please tell us about the plan. What Hede라해시그래프 is going to do for metaverse?
Sure. Well, when we think about the metaverse, we have to first think about what it is. In other words, we need to define it. What is the metaverse? In our opinion, and there are a lot of different definitions. A lot of people will define metaverse in a different way. In my opinion, the metaverse is the combination of a new type of user interface, AR and VR, virtual reality and augmented reality, combined with the Web 3.0 set of protocols. And Hedera, of course, is part of that Web 3.0 set of protocols. We enable Web 3.0 in some fundamental ways with the Hashgraph technology. And then as a result of that, we make it possible for developers to create shared worlds in which users can work together and play together and buy and sell goods and services with one another. And if you use AR or VR with these shared worlds, then it gives you a view into the metaverse that Hedera is helping to create.
알겠습니다. 그러면은 second question.
Okay.
This is my personal question. Yeah.
Okay.
So personally, I've tried to use the Hbar for moving my assets and for my transactions. Yeah. So actually, I realized it was very fast. Yeah. I'm sure it has most fastest speed. Yeah. Like I've ever used other cryptocurrencies before.
Right.
And since even more than XRP, more than SOL, yeah, really, yeah, this is my experience. Yeah. So, but unlikely me, who is very crazy for crypto economy and then exclusive technology like ABFT and DAG and Hashgraph, but only few knows about it, you know.
Right.
So I want to ask. When do you expect the Hbar is going to be a key role as a micropayment?
So as it turns out, one of our council members out of Australia, EFTPOS, is an organization in Australia that makes it possible to use credit card payments, debit card payments specifically, in all of Australia. EFTPOS is the debit card system for Australia. And EFTPOS has been working, and they've already demonstrated micropayments using Hedera for the Australian market. I know that they have plans beyond that but I don't know exactly when they plan to roll it out on a large scale. But I do know that they have already demonstrated it and they're working on that as well as other use cases. And I think FPOS is just the first. I think that there will be other organizations when they see the value of the micropayment solution that FPOS brings to market will follow suit. And so micropayments is an old use case. It's now enabled in a fundamentally new way with distributed ledger technology, and as you've already said, the Hedera network in its speed and how quickly it can process the transactions, bring those to finality, and it's low cost. Importantly, it has to be really low cost per transaction in order for micropayments to be viable as a use case at all. And Hedera provides all of that capability.
EFT 포스라고 하는 세계 최대 포스기 업체가 있습니다. 오스트레일리아, 호주에 있는 회사고요. 그 회사가 이미 헤데라 운영위원회에 속해 있고, 그리고 이 Hbar로 이제 지금 마이크로페이먼트라고 하는 게, 여러분, 우리가 일상생활에서 거래하는 그런 거래어를 이렇게 마이크로페이먼트라고 하고, 제가 앞선 질문에서 실제로 제가 직접 거래를 할 때, 그리고 제 자산을 이동할 때 Hbar로 이제 이용을 했었을 때 실제로 엄청나게 많은 속도, 그리고 이제 정말 적은 거래 처리량이 들었고요. 그것에 관해서 지금 박사님께서 대표적인 예시로 현재 지금 호주에 EFT 포스가 있다고 얘기하셨고, 앞으로 더 확장할 계획이라고 말씀을 하셨습니다. Okay, then third question is about for our governing council. So actually, as you already know, Hedera has got many times huge partnerships for Hedera governing council. So how Hedera could make those kind of huge deals?
Right. When we think about enterprises and their concerns, what they care about when deciding on which platform to build a distributed application, they care about performance, they care about cost, they care about security, all of which Hashgraph directly addresses. But they also care about the governance of the network, the governance of the platform. And when I talk about governance here, I mean specifically who is the set of organizations or people that are making decisions about the roadmap, the product roadmap, about the legal and regulatory posture of the organization, about setting the pricing of the services. These enterprises have the opportunity to participate in that governance in a way that they can't participate in the governance of any other of the layer 1 platforms. The combination of their ability to participate in the governance as well as best-in-class technology makes it possible for them to seriously consider partnering with. It's made it possible for us to attract the biggest companies in the world.
여러분, 제가 그동안 헤데라해시그래프를 알려드리면서 정말 꾸준하게 강조했던 것이 속도, 그리고 보안성, 확장성이죠. 이 세 가지 기술을 우리도 이렇게 중요하게 공부를 하는데 이제 기관들이나 정부 관련된 그런 대기업, 그리고 주요 기관들은 이 점을 고려하지 않을 수가 없죠. 그래서 이러한 점을 기술적인 부분에서 분석을 하였을 때 가장 높은 점수를 받은 것이 헤데라해시그래프이고, 그리고 그렇기 때문에 그동안 수많은 이제 지금 운영위원회에서 노드를 굴리고 있는 뭐 기업이나 기관, 학교들이 참여를 한 것으로 보입니다. Recently, you already said, I heard you and Dr. Limon we're gonna leave your position of Hede라해시그래프 for focusing Swirlds.
Yes.
Yeah, and so as a peer member of the governing council through Swirlds, so please tell me what is your plan for Hedera ecosystem?
Yes. So when we created Hedera, we knew that we wanted it to be a decentralized organization. And the governance of the organization has been decentralized for a long time. In fact, we began the decentralization process for the governance here in Seoul. Back in February of 2019, we had a big event in the Signal hotel, and we announced that we added our first 5 council members then at that meeting.
Yeah.
And so now we've grown to 26. So we've had decentralized governance for a long time. And what we recognized is that we needed ultimately to get to decentralized operations so that there's a council that is operating and governing, but the development of software, the development of the product roadmap or contribution to the product roadmap, etc., all of those things are not inside Hedera, but they're in the community organizations. We're at that point now. And Lehman and I are moving back to Swirlds, the parent company. Will continue to participate in Hedera as a member organization. And the goal for the Hedera ecosystem is growth, to grow the Hedera ecosystem to its maximum potential. And within Swirlds, we will continue to contribute to the ecosystem in ways that perhaps we wouldn't or couldn't contribute if we're part of Hedera itself.
그 Swirlds라고 하는 회사가 있고 거기에 역시 창립자이자 대표가 맨스 박사님과 그리고 리먼 박사님입니다. 그래서 이 Swirlds가 쉽게 말해서 여러분 그 헤데라해시그래프의 그런 고사양 핵심 기술들을 연구하고 이제 만드는 그런 회사라고 보면 돼요. 그래서 헤데라해시그래프라는 큰 이제 그 바운더리 생태계가 있으면 그동안 이제 이 운영위원회와 그리고 생태계를 또 키우기 위해서 이제 헤데라해시그래프 안에서 이제 또 직접 활동을 해 오셨고 그리고 지금 이미 26곳의 이제 그런 큰 기관들 뭐 회사 학교들이 이제 지금 운영위원회에서 참여하고 있잖아요. 그래서 이 에코시스템 생태계가 지금 이전보다는 2019년보다 많이 이제 활성화됐기 때문에 보다 더 핵심 기술을 더욱 연구하고 발전시키기 위해서 다시 Swirlds로 두 분이 돌아가서 연구를 하신다고 합니다. 물론 두 분이 헤데라해시그래프를 또 이제 만드셨기 때문에 두 분이 또 그리고 Swirlds 자체도 안에서 이제 노드를 굴리고 있어요. 노드를 운영하고 있기 때문에 계속 이제 생태계 발전에 있어서 참여를 하실 것으로 보입니다. Okay, then last question is, but I think just the reason you visit here is this country is very important to you, right?
It is.
So I want to ask, please tell us about this country and what vision South Korea can offer you, Swirlds and Hedera.
Well, so the South Korean market is one of the most vibrant, important crypto-related markets on the planet, right? Everyone recognizes that, not just me. And because of that, and because of how quickly the South Korean population embraces and adopts new technologies, including distributed ledger technology, we've placed a focus on this market. We have council members from this market. There's LG Electronics and Shinhan Bank that are council members that contribute to the governance of the network. And we viewed it as important enough, as I've already mentioned, that we decided to announce our first 5 council members here in Seoul.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's possible to overstate the importance of this market, and that's why we have people here in Seoul full time that represent us, and will continue to grow our presence in this area and work with the good organizations that we meet here in Seoul and other parts of the nation.
네, 여러분들도 아시다시피 우리 대한민국이라는 나라가 넘버 1은 아니지만 그래도 이 크립토, 이 암호화폐 시장에서 전 세계 암호화폐 시장에서 정말 비중을 많이 차지하고 있습니다. 그렇기 때문에 또한 이제 헤데라해시그래프 초창기 거버넌스 카운실 그 5 멤버를 이제 소개할 때도 우리 롯데 그 월드 타워 시그니엘에서 이제 런칭을 발표를 했었죠. 2019년에. 그리고 앞으로도 이 한국 시장을 정말 유의 있게 바라보고 또 많은 비즈니스적인 어떤 것들을 또 해 나갈 것으로 보입니다.
Well, thank you. It's wonderful to be back. I really enjoy the culture here and the good people. Everyone is always welcoming and with open hearts and very warm culture. I certainly appreciate it. And thank you for hosting me and asking. Thank you for the gift, and thank you for the opportunity to be here and speak with you.
It's really my honor to meet you. Yeah, so very sincerely appreciate you coming here.
Thank you. Thank you.
네, 여러분 오늘 이 시간도 귀중하게 또 이렇게 시청을 해 주시기를 바라면서 오늘 방송은 네 여기서 마치도록 하겠습니다. 네, 감사합니다.